Yesterday, the New Mexico Department of Health issued an emergency order relating to respiratory viruses. And that's not surprising at all for any of us who've been paying attention, because it's the week after Thanksgiving, and as we know, many Americans travel all over the place and spend time with each other and interact and spread viruses. And so what we find is a very serious situation in which the hospitals are filling up, especially with young people who catch RSV in particular. And we're also starting to see an increase in the numbers of COVID cases in our community as well. So what can we do about this? Well, our COVID response committee, which has been meeting for 2 years, continues to help assess and pay attention to all the trends that are ongoing regarding this. And we still believe that it's important for people to be in services physically together. We believe it's important for our souls, for our community. And so we encourage you still to come to services, and that's why we mask. We mask in services particularly, not just to protect ourselves, but to protect others who, from our own possible carrying of any kind of respiratory virus. Indeed, it is said that having a vaccination protects you, but having a mask protects others. And so we particularly want to protect everyone in our community and everyone around us, especially the young people in our community. So we gather together in services because it's important for us, and I do encourage you to join us in services this evening. We also have the ability to gather online. We gather together, for example, in Torah study tomorrow morning, where we'll be looking at our relationship with the earth. And I'll be quoting some of the texts that I've used in my book, or am using, I shouldn't say past tense, am using in my book when it's written. We're going to be looking at this idea of God being in this place, but we didn't know it. What does that mean for us? And then tomorrow afternoon, I really want to invite you to come and join us for board gaming with me. The idea is that we gather together just for a social event. There's no religious things involved. It may be on Shabbat, but we're gathering together because we think it's really important, and our membership committee in particular think it's really important during these difficult times for us to be able to assemble and just spend time together. And there's even an extra challenge. There's a game called Shobu, and if you can beat me at Shobu, you win a prize. That's not to say that I'm unbeaten in the game, but I'm fairly confident in my ability to do well. So it's a bit of fun, and we think that's really important as a community. We gather together in many different ways. We gather together for prayer, we gather together for study, and we gather together to socialize. And that's what it is to be part of a Jewish community. And we do so safely. We do so in a way that protects us and protects each other. We don't have to panic about the declaration of the state of emergency with respiratory viruses, but we do have to be careful, and we can still lead our lives nonetheless. As it is, I'm not able to be in services this evening. I'm actually in COVID isolation until tomorrow morning, where I'm expected to be out. I had a potential exposure to a case of COVID, and so I want to make sure that I don't give it to others following the CDC's guidelines. But I should be in the clear tomorrow, and therefore I'll be able to participate, not just in Torah study online, of course, which is safe, but also safely in our board games afternoon with me. And you'll get to play some of the games from my shelf. I believe that Ziva, our membership chair, is also bringing some games. We've got a place for young children as well, a table of children's games as well. My kids are going to be there. We really encourage you to join us. This is our first pure social event in a while, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And so we encourage you to join us for prayer, for study, and for socialization over the next coming days. I wish you Shabbat Shalom.